Bitcoin pumped up about $3,000 in a really short period today, almost up to 71,000 based on some news. Today's video is going to be about, should you buy crypto when news stories come out, when news break? Should you trade? That's what this video is going to be about. Plus, I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of the trades that I have in play, like a short trade that I started not too long ago. This is going to be a good one, guys, if you ever worried and wondered if you should be trading on news events. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, this is Joel with the Crypto Code. Hope you guys are doing well. Today's video is going to be about news events. Should you trade on news events? And I'm going to show you a short trade that I started here not too long ago. And Bitcoin, like I said just a moment ago, is about 70,575 right now, based on some news that we had earlier today. So the question is, should you trade on news events or not? Now, the answer to that question is no. You shouldn't trade based off of news events. You should always still trade with a plan, and you should know the levels of the ranges that you're going, whether you're going to go long or short with your plan. Now, what news events can do is they can provide opportunities to accelerate the trades that you were prepared to place in advance. Now, you never know when something is going to break. News happens, you see the price pump up, something happened. I happened to be at my computer early this morning when I saw the price. Huge volume candle came up, and I knew something had happened in the news that had, kind of caused this to take effect. And I knew it was related to something that Trump and the war with Iran and all that. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, there's a 48-hour notice with Iran. If you don't do this, we're going to blow up all your power. And then a tweet this morning, okay, we're talking to you people. Looks like we're going to do a 5-day ceasefire. Whether that's happening or not, who knows, guys? I don't get involved in politics. All I know is I trade the charts and make money in crypto, both up or down. So when you saw that news event happen, well, should you be trading? And the answer is, if you want to take some trades at that time, yes, you can scalp trade, but you have to use proper risk management. And you have to already know the charts and where you're at and where your levels are at. And know where the areas where you would look and consider taking a short trade and what areas you would look at considering taking a long trade. Now, if you don't have this plan in place ahead of time, no, you should not just FOMO. The question I get is, sometimes when the news events happen and I'm watching the charts and I'm watching the price pump up, do I take the trade at that moment? And the answer is, yes, I do, but I already know my levels in advance. And so I can take the trade with confidence. If you don't know your levels, you don't just chase the price. You don't just long or short. Let me tell you what happens, and then I'll talk about the 3 questions that you need to know before you ever take a trade. Number 1 is, when you saw the price pump up this morning, the initial reaction of most people is to buy. They see prices going up. Oh no, I'm getting left behind. Buy, 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 buy. And then price goes down. People chase the price. That's one scenario. The next scenario is people see the price spikes up $3,000 and they think, oh, this is a good time to short. I'm going to short the markets, and then the price continues to go up. And just because price pumps up 3,000 in Bitcoin in one day does it mean that that's it? It's going to go down from there? No. I mean, it can pump 5,000 in one day, 10,000 in one day. There's instances of Bitcoin will pump even higher, or even the next several days. So there's a lot of manipulation in the markets as well. That's just part of crypto. But if you have your plan in place, to be ready for these kind of days. Now the question is, how reliable are news events? Are news events something that will change the price permanently, meaning for that time period permanently? And the answer is usually not. Usually a news event will move the price for a day or two, and then the price will continue down or up in the current trend. So always remember, the trend is your friend. These news events that happen, they usually just change the markets for a couple days. However, there are certain news events, big, huge news events, when you look back in history, do move the price. But normal news events, typically 1 or 2 days. Follow the trend is your friend. So before you ever take a trade, even on a day like today, you need to know the answer to these 3 questions. 3 questions. Number 1, where will I enter the trade? What is the price level that I enter my trade, whether it's a long or short? Number 2, where will I exit the trade if the trade goes against me? And that is called your stop loss. Number 3, and you better be using a stop loss. Number 3, where will I exit if my trade goes for me? And that is called your take profits. So I'll give you an example here. Here's the short trade that I took this morning, and I still have other trades in play. This is just one of many. This is the short trade. I've already locked in my take profit one. I locked in about $750, and you can see that I'm sitting in unrealized profits there. I've got all my levels there. I've moved my stop loss to my entry, and so if this trade backs off, I'll make $750. If the trade continues on, I'll make $4,300 plus, depending on if I move the levels by setting a runner. Question I get a lot is, Joel, how do you know all this? How have you learned this? How do I know? How can I trade like you? And the answer is, I'm not perfect. I've just learned over time that you have to have a plan when you trade. We follow a very specific method called the gate trading strategy. If you want to learn this strategy, register for the workshop, head down to the description of this video or wait to the very end of this video. You can register for the workshop, you can learn how we trade, and you can learn how to make a plan. Well, you can even learn how we give these plans out to our members every single day. So we kind of do the busy work for you, and then you can take the trades if you want and learn how to do it. By the way, guys, it is middle of spring break here, so you guys can probably see billions of people back there on the pier. It is always the fun time where the beaches get busy. Doesn't get too busy where we usually enter the beach, but this is about some of the busiest that it gets down here. Lots of fun, lots of families around. Good time, perfect day to be down here at spring break. Alrighty guys, so if you want to learn these types of strategies, if you want to learn how to create a plan, if you want to learn how to have a plan and how to execute those trades, how to turn profitable trades, both long and short, into actual profits. I've made $77,000 in the last 47 days trading, and this is with markets going up or down. If you want to learn how to suck the money out of the waves, like you see the waves there in the ocean, head on over to the description of this video and register for our workshop. We'll teach you how to do it. By the way, if you attend that entire workshop, take a short quiz at the end, I'll send you $10 in Bitcoin. So, the answer to your question, should you trade news events? The answer is only if you have a plan, only if you know your levels to go in, and only if you can answer the 3 questions. Everybody, this is Joel with the Crypto Code. As always, take massive action in your life at anything you do. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye. Hey, if you liked that video, there's another one right here. You can click on it and learn more about what we do. Also, you can go down in the description of this video, get a free risk calculator. You can check out our workshop. You can check out all the resources here at the Crypto Code. If you want content that's going to teach you how to finally be profitable in crypto, trading, investing, hit the like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and we'll see you guys in the video. And if you have questions, comment down below. We answer every single one. Take care, guys.